Oh, well, it's up there. Track down a quick save. I don't think I actually took a picture of the big dude at front. Well, you're not the... I was say, you're not the cultists, are you? You're just people walking around with that magic out. Wait, when do they bring it here?
I need your help with something. Something private. New here too, eh? I'd hoped I wouldn't be the only Nord, but I should have known better. All right then.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
Here are the books that went missing.
Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these.
So he's given me a bunch of books.
All right, then.
He gave me a lot of books. I mean, whichever ones of these I can. So yeah, you gave me a bunch of books that helped me increase thingy, but now I'm full on items.
Don't like those eyes you've got. There's a bad hunger to them.
You can see me?
Of course I can.
Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent.
Which are the best illusion spells?
Oh my, that's quite a difficult question.
Never underestimate the ability to influence others. Whether they're friends or foes, they're almost all susceptible to illusion spells. They can turn the tide of a battle in a moment's notice. There are also spells that help in avoiding conflict altogether. Invisibility is tricky to master, but exceptionally useful.
Until next time.
No, I don't need to go there yet. Probably do later.
Can you possibly help Jenna?
What do you need help with?
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert level distraction spells yet?
No, not yet, but I will.
Ah, this is good. But Jizargo will know them first. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jizargo.
Not everything is a competition. Why'd you become a student?
Mages in Cyrodiil are all about politics. The Synod and the College of Whispers are too busy guarding secrets to bother to teach. Skyrim was not Jizargo's first choice, but Winterhold is removed from politics, dedicated to study. This is the place for Jizargo to become great.
He's very sure
There
of
is
himself.
much for Jizargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jizargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt.
Alrighty. Not everything's a competition.
Oh, but you are wrong. The only reason you could disagree is because you are losing so badly you cannot see it.
What do you need help with?
Jizargo has seen that Toftir likes you. You must be very skilled with magic, yes? Jizargo is working hard, but cannot do it alone. Can you help with this?
Exactly, what kind of help do you need?
Jizargo has worked hard on learning new spells, trying new things. This will make Jizargo stand out as a mage. But Jizargo works so hard, there is no time to test these new spells. If you help with the testing, this will make learning easier. Jizargo will give you scrolls. You will use them and report the results. This is a good plan, no? You tell Jizargo when you are ready.
Maybe do your...
Jizargo sees what you are up to. Very well. All right, then.
I'll continue with my story.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Udag suggested I come to see you.
Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery?
Found a certain book, Knot of Tears.
Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before.
The chanting service
Aliad,
are one of the few
Edward,
things that
and even
keep us
Farmer.
in touch with the
None
rest
of them are a
of
match.
Skyrim.
Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work.
Mind?
Hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must
No,
intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is
Even with the
inappropriate.
college's
We're
laid-back
involved in
attitude,
serious
there are
research.
still some things that are off
Yes,
limits.
I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruption.
Okie
I need
dokie.
you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
I don't understand what's going on.
Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Sijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
Why are you concerned about this?
I'll be the one asking the questions.
Ah.
All you need to know is that the Sijic Order is a rogue organization, believing themselves to be above the law. They have clashed with the Old Mary Dominion before, and I have no intention of allowing that to happen here.
Oh my god.
Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Okay, he's up here. Is he up? Yeah, he's up this one.
Please do
What
not
you
be
learn
alarmed.
here will last you a
I
lifetime.
mean you no harm.
Several, if you're talented.
So I talk to you.
It is good to meet you in person.
What's going on? What happened to everyone?
I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
If it's dangerous, why don't you do something about it?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
So what exactly is the problem?
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided.
What do you expect from me?
We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
Why should I trust your
I
order?
presume you refer to Onkano's distaste for the Psijic Order. The Thalmor see our order as a threat because we have power, and we will not allow them to control us. I assure you that we mean you no harm.
Who is the Augur of
He was
Dulan?
once a student here at the college. Now he is something different.
Different? What do you mean?
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something? I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Psijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves.
He's still there.
I hope we didn't offend him somehow.
What does the Psijic want?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
Have you heard of the Augur of
Has
Dulan?
Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
So Tolf is the one to ask.
Well,
All right then.
what is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here she is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
I'ma take a pretty photo of that one. Snake increased. Why do I snake increase? I only sneak to take photos.
You must excuse me. I shouldn't be here.
Okidoki. So I need to find... What's the quest actually asking me to do at the moment? Find the Ogre of Duran.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
Have you heard of the Ogre of Duran?
Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you?
Where is Midden?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful. The college will be here for you no matter what. We always look after our own.
I can take these buckets.
Could you help me with something?
What is it
I
you
still
want?
need some help, if you can spare the time.
Let me ask about you first.
Didn't you know? Before the Oblivion Crisis, many elves called Winterhold their home. More visited the college from Morrowind every year. After, growing distrust of magic made life difficult for many. Some left rather than endure the growing hatred from the local Nords. Others returned home after the Red Year, when Vardenfell erupted and caused much destruction. Winterhold itself died in the years between then and now. What's left out there is a husk. Only the college really remains.
Do you know about a cannon?
I know I don't like the way he looks at me. I can't tell if he expects me to blow myself up or to try and murder him. But he clearly doesn't trust any of us.
Do you like it here at the college?
So far. If only because no one is telling me how great I ought to be. I just want to learn. I don't want to think about what's expected of me.
Okay. What do you need help with?
We're all trying to become better mages, right? Well, I need someone I can practice a few spells on. Nothing dangerous, really. Would you be willing to assist me?
I think I'm just gonna go out and help.
Oh, good. I was afraid I'd have to go ask Jazargo. Now, you just stand there. Please hold still, and don't move. There. Now Oh dear. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you feel all right? You look very, green.
You guys all look green.
I'm so very sorry. I went over this again and again, and I was sure it would have better results.
Tell me this isn't permanent.
It's not. It shouldn't be. You'll be back to normal in no time. And when you are, we can try this again, and I'll be sure to get it right.
Alright. Wait for the spell to wear
I'd
off.
better get going.
You better get going. Okay, I know it's gonna help. Everything's green.
I'm not sure what just happened, but I assure you I will get to the bottom of it.
Okay, get to the bottom of what?
Whatever it is those Psijics are up to, they cannot be trusted. For all we know, he's here to scout out the college. I'm sure they want to undermine our efforts.
What would they be undermining?
This orb, the Eye of Magnus, whatever you want to call it, it's clearly powerful, and no doubt they want it for themselves. I expect to be informed if they make any future attempts to contact you.
Okay. Be in the magic and active feds, wouldn't it? Weakness to fire, but where's the green? Practice spell. 10 minutes! Everything's green! 10 whole minutes of being green. I guess we're seeing the world in green. mean, I don't think I want to continue on
Please
the
don't
quest while
bother the
everything's green.
Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Okay.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
Is there an elven mage that studies the stars?
An elf that studies stars? Where did you hear about that?
Would you believe I was given a vision?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh.
Why don't you head into town and get a drink at the Frozen Hearth? I hear old Nellicar still has a room there. He knows a lot of stories, that one.
Okay. What's expected of me here?
There are no expectations. This college is a place to study and practice magic freely. Hopefully any discoveries made in your pursuits will be shared with the members of the college first. That way we all benefit.
Okay. Where can I learn new spells?
Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Beralda can teach destruction spells and offers training in that school. Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim and can help with spells from that school. Don't let Tolfdir fool you. He's the preeminent scholar on alteration, one of the best in Tamriel and always willing to pass on his knowledge. If you can find him and focus his attention, there's a great deal Drevis can teach you about illusion magic. And finally, there's Colette. She may be difficult to get along with. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to restoration magic.
Okay. Thank you. But now I must try to find people that I can learn all this stuff from. There's no one in here. Who are you? Sir.
Chanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Well, that goes straight up to the Archmages. Who sees me? Oh. What time is it? Maybe I'll wait some more. What was that?
I care little for idle conversation, but perhaps you need help with conjuration magic.
Anyone coming up? I want to find this chick that does destruction magic. When everyone else should be up and moving, I guess I'll just wander around. Hopefully find something. Is there anybody here? You are...
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
And you are...
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several of your talents.
So what's over in this one? Is this like the teachers' dorms? Hall of Countenance. Is there buckets? I can just take buckets now.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose.
He's a
Still,
person.
there's always room for improvement. I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle. I've no doubt she'll be promoted to Archmage at some point.
Is there anything you can tell me about? Any advice?
Certainly. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot and less costly if you miss. You'll also need to decide whether to devote yourself to a single type of spell. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire. I can
training?
teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
Okay. And what
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Stuff of the familiar. Books mainly. Chain lightning. Fire rune. Seconds opponents in melee range. Health and stamina. I want to do fire mainly. What's flames? She's got plenty of gold if I decide to go back.
I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible
Actually,
for what you...
I need a level up.
the knowledge.
Oh god, it gets expensive, doesn't it?
Certainly a few of my colleagues aren't quite as talented as they'd like to believe. So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
Yeah, and then I can't sell any more to her. So she's
Until
got a lot of
next
money.
time.
But I got to level 51 of destruction. So this is her room. Okay, cool. Yeah, heaps done this. Fuck. End it. Too much technique quest really. Didn't prioritize any. Yeah. I think I'm gonna end it. It's unfortunate. No one else that I know is on, so I'll have to always raid PK. Everyone jump on it. Jump on it.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Oh, what do you mean not you say? Flicking me off? Oh, sorry, you weren't talking much, and I got into a good point.